Hello, everybody, and welcome to... I'm gonna assume it's pronounced Nonozle? 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 There's no two Z's, no nozzle. Like puzzle. Let's go with that. Anyway, yeah, super special occasion here because, yeah, the dev, Hopeful Toad, is in chat here, gave me a key for the game. You don't know how to pronounce it yourself? Well, that's fine too. Alright, so I already dug into the menus a little bit, so I got the sound to what I think is an acceptable level for the stream, and saw that the controls are pretty much Picross. You described it yourself as a Picross-like, which, you know, I'm not even sure if that's how you pronounce Picross, so. Either way, well, I already know what I'm doing, so let's jump in. I'll explain as we go. Assuming it's the same. Yeah, all right. So, Picross, everybody. Or, you know, nonograms, if you want to just use the generic term, I guess is how it's called. I don't know how to pronounce any of these words. Basically, here's a puzzle, right? The goal is to fill in all the squares correctly, and your hints are on the edges, screen edges, or the edges of the puzzle itself. Individual numbers are sets of blocks. And basically each number is a set of squares that are adjacent to each other for the row or column. So as you may notice, on the rows there are fives, which means 5 squares are filled in, which in this particular case means every single square in the row. And the columns are where you can tell where the hint system really works, is because you see 3 ones in each of the columns. And that means that there are 3 blocks total, separated at minimum from each other by one gap, a 1 block gap. That's why these are zeros. And this is how the puzzle looks. And there we are. We got some stripes. Nice. And, ooh, I like this. Okay, so obviously the comparison here is to be compared to Picross. And I like this button of just take me to the next puzzle. That's great. Another thing I noticed when I was digging in the menus is another really nice thing that Picross doesn't have. So in Picross, there are 3 types of marks you can place on a board. There's the filled in square, there's the X, and there's the square, right? But you have added a 4th one, could be blank, to distinguish from could be filled in, which I really like. I really like that you've added this fourth indicator here of like, I think that's supposed to be empty, but I'm not marking it permanently yet. Good change. Anyway, now, can I just... Okay, so that's one maybe it's because they were different. Hold on. Okay, cool. All right, got it. Good. I was wondering if I could just hold down the button and, ooh, interesting. Maybe there's a setting for that, but I don't like that it auto screen wrapped. Let's see actually. Can I stop at the screen edge? Moving selection pass will wrap it to the opposite side if it's enabled. So what I want it to do is stop at the screen edge like Picross does, and then if you push the button again, it'll wrap. Is that this this one here? If I turn that off. No, it doesn't wrap though. Okay. Yeah, that should be on. That should be an option for sure. Like you could have those be separate toggles for sure. Yeah, that would be cool if you could do that, because I really like abusing that feature of just lazily holding the button down until I hit the screen edge and not worrying about wrapping them. But if I tap the key again, it'll wrap. Yeah. Okay, so for now, we'll just not screen wrap, and let's just solve the puzzle. And we we have a box. Hey, yeah, of course. I do like that the infinite wrapping option is there for people that want it. But yeah, just that little bit of extra granularity is just something I like to abuse. So hi chat. Nice. And we're going. I didn't even punctuation. I put that in the stream title. I didn't even know that was there. Nice. There's also a button to remove all placeholders at once. Are you kidding me? That's too good. What would that be in controls? Clear placeholders. That's insane. I love that. That's great. Because sometimes I will get into a big chain of hypotheticals, theoreticals, and sometimes I'm like, okay, logically this can or can't work, and now I just want to clear it all and continue somewhere else. That's good. I like that. Hourglass, nice. Fill in all placeholders with the real counterparts with one button. That's also amazing. So I looked at the settings, but I didn't deep dive into the settings. These are all amazing. I love it. Checkered pattern, yeah. Oops. Mushroom. Oops. Let's see here. Okay, so logically, this man's puzzling knows no bounds. It's pretty good. All right, so logically, I can't put both blocks here, and the 3 can't have a gap here, so this has to be filled in. Nope, other way around, right? I can't put one here because then there'd have to be a square here. Or I can do that, actually. Okay, hold on. I could brute force this easily, but I just want to see the how the logic pans out for this. So we could have either one of these filled in. But if we have one of these filled in, the other one can't. Smile logic, funnily enough. Interesting. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I think it's gonna pan out that it's these, right? It's the middle ones. See what happens if you fill in the left corner? If you fill in the left corner, yeah, okay, so if you fill in the left corner, this one also has to be filled in, obviously. And then these both have to be filled in, but they can't. So we can cross this out. Okay, understood. Oops. So this has to be filled in, which means this is crossed out, which means this has to be filled in, which means this is crossed out. Ta-da. Gotcha. Nice. I mean, that's what I was leaning towards the puzzle being, but you know. Hey, we're in 10 by 10s. Let's go. Oh, these are just all filled in anyway. No, that's okay. They're supposed to. They're supposed to start simple. That's kind of how it works. So don't worry about it. They're supposed to start as 5 by 5s and then just get progressively more complex as you go, because this could be someone's first game in this style, right? Sort them by size, then within size, sorted by how long it took you to solve. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, if you solved them all yourself, certainly. Okay, this is nothing, all. Oh, all right. Piano keyboard, all right. Lots of zeros. There we are. A fence. Yep. Thinking some people might like having the option to have 0 rows columns crossed off automatically. So yeah, that's another thing that Picross just does, right? If it's a 0, just cross it all out. Okay, but you like crossing them out? Yeah, you can make it a toggle for sure. That makes sense. Actually, is that already is that a toggle? What would that be under? Or was it not added yet? Not yet? Okay, cool. Yeah. That would be nice. Just the option, right? Because I know I would just want it to be similar to Picross and have them already crossed out, but yeah, some people might want to fill in the X's. There we are. Monitor. Whoops, that's not the right way. That's the right way. There we are. Brick wall, yep. I am appreciating how snappy everything is. It's very quick. The way you made these was through trial and error. Basically, you would draw something, see if it made a solvable puzzle, and it didn't change things around. Hey, honestly, I have a feeling that's how they do it over at Jupiter as well. I have a feeling. But yeah, that's an interesting way to do it. Because I can't imagine they start with the guide numbers, right? Like, I think you kind of have to go the way that you went. Oh, this is interesting. Starting with 2 rows of X's. Ended up having 70 extra puzzles that didn't work. Oh, that's got to be rough. Knowing that you just didn't get them in. But hey, there's always you can always try to work on them later. Anyway, next puzzle. Yeah, puzzles. I'm having a good time so far. This is great. Let's see here. these are zeros. That would help, wouldn't it? That would help maybe a little bit if I saw that they were zeros. So then I could do that. I don't know. Flag. Yep. You can also adjust the speed of the cursor movement and how long it waits before starting repeated movement. I mean, I think the defaults are pretty good, but I did at least notice those options in settings. And I was like, I don't know, I'll just see how it plays first. And honestly, default's working pretty good. Ruler, or at the very least, I adjusted, because it's certainly not the same as Picross. But like honestly, I'm liking how snappy it is, so you know, it's not an issue in the slightest. Stanchians? Hey, in keeping with the theme of Picross actually being an education game, you get to learn what Stanchian. Ah, they're those things. Neat. They're the like line, yeah, the pole, yeah, exactly, the poles that they use to form lines in movie theaters and airports and such. Yeah, I love it. I love it. There's always at least one puzzle that's like, what, huh? And then you look it up. All right. Ooh, hello. We're starting to get into the good stuff here. No zeros. Not that zeros are bad, but like they make the puzzle smaller. And as you can see, I've turned off any sort of guidelines because it's already too easy for me if there's guidelines. It's hard to make every picture exactly square. That is fair. Traffic cone. All right. VLC logo? Yeah, it's clearly the VLC logo. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, what do we have here? Boot! Oh, nice. I see it. Such an odd but recognizable logo. Yeah. Cut to that one Vine Sauce clip of Vinny going for a traffic cone on his head for Halloween. And then someone asked him if he was dressed up as the VLC logo, and he just said yes. Even though that wasn't the plan at all. Good times. Oh, you know what? It just kicked in right now. So, you know another good thing that you did? You had... What was my first Picross-like game? Mine was one on the DS. So, I actually got started with this series with Picross S. I'm a relative latecomer. What was I saying? Oh, right. The other thing that I like about this game is what you've done here is you've made there be more than one music track playing per mode. Like, the Picross songs are nice, but there's like one song, you know, and it can get a bit repetitive. I like that there's more than one. I mean, there's more than one in Picross as well, but like it's per mode. At least in the S versions. I'm actually trying to think now if what I said is true about Picross S being my initial entry, or if I played Pokemon Picross before that. I can't remember anymore. But it was one of those. Anyway, hey, look, a present. Exit sign. I can see it, but this one looks a little awkward. Just because there's no letter spacing. But I can see it. Anyway. Yeah, the problem is I don't know how you make that one any better. Because, like, it barely fits into a 10 by 10. I suppose you could make it slightly larger and put it as a 15 by 15. Or, like, even if you have 10 by 15s, that could work. Just, like, a little bit more extra horizontal space. Yeah. Uh-oh, what happened here? Oh, nothing happened there. Okay. Anyway, look, stairs. Nice. Okay, and we're going. This is nothing. This can't be anything. Unlimited undo and redo if you ever need it. Ooh. I didn't know that. I didn't see that in the options. That's fantastic because, being able to just, that's a good thing you've done. That's a good thing you've done right there. Of just like, yeah, we're just gonna remember everything. Let you back. Oh, all right, hang on. Oh, wait. Does it remember, like... Okay, cool. It remembers groups. Okay, that's cool. Maybe... If it's possible, maybe add an option to change that to be individual blocks. Like to just have the ability to do full groups like it is currently. I don't know if the option exists or not, because I haven't looked. But if it doesn't exist already, maybe if it's possible, let you toggle that setting to be between groups like it is currently and individual blocks. I don't know how much extra work that would be. Being a programmer myself, I know that sounds simple, but it isn't necessarily. Okay, yeah, I guess it just depends on how you're keeping track of the blocks. Okay. So, another thing that I'm just noticing now is that, again, because Picross is the obvious comparison, nope, technically possible for multiple squares to be filled in a single frame, so I'm not sure what I would do in that instance. Fair enough. Like I said, it's not necessarily something that needs to be done, because I think the implementation is probably good enough as it is. That was just the first thing that sprang to mind, was like, I wonder if you can make that more granular. Who knows? Cube, prepare yourself. Oops. Wait. Oh no, that's correct. I was saying something about Picross. Ah, right. The colored square subdivisions, like how this is broken up into 4 quadrants by the thicker line in the middle. I liked that they were color coded. I liked that they're color coded in Picross because I can more easily make out groups of 5. So, again, maybe an option to allow those to be color-coded. Maybe that's in the game, and I missed it again because, I only briefly looked at the settings, so forgive me. But the fact that they alternate colors in at least Picross S lets me easily see, again, like, where the middle of the puzzle is. It's not? Okay. But, like, it just helps with mapping things out sometimes. So. High-rise building. You can customize all the colors? Okay. But yeah, just the ability to have maybe 2 separate colors in the subdivision borders. This one's a bit abstract. Yeah. I sort of see it. Maybe it's because my mouse isn't visible, but the top left doesn't match the picture. The little icon, like the little thumbnail version of it at the top. That's what's throwing me off. Imagine a close-up shot of a building high up. Close-up shot of a building high up. Yeah, I mean, I can see the right side is like the different floors of a building, and maybe the one to the left of it's a bit lower. I sort of see it, but I don't know what's going on in the top left corner. It is a solvable puzzle. That is true. Can confirm. Is solved. That's supposed to be the sun? Ah, okay. No difference between the top little icon and the bigger one. No transparency. Ah, okay. Okay, so there's you got some. Okay, I did notice the transparency setting, and I was like, I don't know what that's doing. So it's okay. Now that I know that that's just supposed to be transparency, that's not. Well, maybe you could have the transparency color be a different color. I don't know. I don't know how to put that. That was weird. Yeah, that's weird. So this is another readability thing. I noticed that the line guide doesn't gray out, even though I have every possible block filled in until, but for whatever reason, I placed an X here. What's going on with that? It should gray out because I've got the 2 1s filled in, shouldn't it? Okay. Starts from the edge.